Can you overfeed goldfish? The answer is no. Overfeeding goldfish can cause major problems. Goldfish do not have a stomach. So, the foods they eat go straight to their intestines for digestion. As a result, a goldfish never feels full, no matter how much they eat. It is easy to see why goldfish tend to overeat. As a pet parent, you need to know exactly how much food you should feed your goldfish. What happens when you overfeed your goldfish? Overfeeding could jeopardize the digestive system of your goldfish. Since goldfish don't have a stomach, any excessive food could block their intestines or press upon their swim bladder. So, the swim bladder is a gas-filled organ that helps the fish stay afloat. Often, overfeeding causes stress on the swim bladder, making it difficult for your fish to stay buoyant. If you notice your fish leaning to one side while swimming, it could be a sign of swim bladder infection. On the other hand, underfeeding could make your fish weak and less agile. In either case, consider seeking medical help for your goldfish. How do you know that your goldfish is underfed? In fact, goldfish do not eat every single day in the wild. However, a pet goldfish is usually fed 2 or 3 times daily. As a result, goldfish in captivity expect food every day. If you miss the regular schedule, they may get aggressive. Thankfully, there are signs that your goldfish are hungry. For instance, they may swim erratically across the tank. Or, you may notice them attacking other fish. However, just because your goldfish got aggressive doesn't mean they are underfed. In fact, goldfish could get aggressive for many other reasons. How to spot overfeeding. If your goldfish takes more than 2 minutes to finish its food, perhaps it has too much on its plate. Often, if you overfeed your goldfish, you could see a long string of poop behind the fish as it swims across the tank. In addition, an overfed fish would often swim sideways due to swim bladder problems. How to avoid overfeeding your goldfish. First of all, make sure that only one person is responsible for feeding your goldfish. That way, any confusion over when the fish had a meal last time could be avoided. In addition, avoid pouring the flakes or pellets directly from your food container. Often, pouring directly leads to overpouring and eventually overfeeding. Instead, first pour the right amount of food in a separate container to avoid spilling extra food in the tank water accidentally. Also, make sure that you give them the food at a set time every day. Ideally, you should feed your goldfish small amounts of food 1 or 2 times a day.